I have devoured sons. I have watched civilizations invent religion, abandon it, and reinvent it with worse architecture. None of it, prepared me for grandchildren. They are loud, they are powerful, and they are utterly convinced they are correct. This is, regrettably, inherited from their father. Let me tell you about the four flames. Lyrics flies first and thinks later. Siren thinks first and then judges silently. Kaya burns with a curiosity that singes everything she touches. And Orin watches futures unfold like fragile glass. They are magnificent. They are also, without question, disasters. I told them not to go beyond the fracture belt. I explained slowly, clearly, and with visual metaphors involving exploding stars, why this was unwise. Lyrics nodded. Kaya smiled. Siren calculated the odds. Orin frowned. They went anyway, and they found an artifact. Children always do. It was an ancient engine, left behind by a civilization smart enough to disappear, but arrogant enough to assume no one would ever touch their toys. The relic responded to emotion. This was unfortunate. And who do you think touched it first? Of course he did. Lyrics. The relic awakened, feeding on his intent, amplifying his power, reshaping probability itself. Lyrics felt invincible. This worried me. The children believed they were helping. They used the relic to stabilize cosmic storms, mend fractures in spacetime, and rewrite small disasters. The galaxy praised them. The relic listened. And it learned. Orin alone noticed the future's narrowing. Too many possible outcomes were ending the same way. Control masquerading as peace. I taught him well. He tried to warn the others. Siren wanted restraint. Kaya wanted more knowledge. Lyrics, drunk on glory, wanted more. Orin just wanted them to stop. They did not. I could have ended it then and there. I am very good at ending things, but lessons learned without consequence do not last. So I waited. The artifact began to bind itself to them, not as their tool, but as their co-author. Reality bent to their collective will. Stars aligned too easily. Wars ended too neatly. This terrified me. Their father, Elias, would have laughed. He would have told them that shortcuts always cost more later. I miss him. They needed to learn this the hard way. Soon, reality began to resist. Systems destabilized. The relic demanded total commitment, control, or collapse. The children panicked. In her desperation, Kaya tried to understand the relic completely. But understanding, children, is not the same as wisdom. The fracture widened. A nearby star screamed. Lyrics, ever the hero, tried to fix it alone. He flew into the storm. It was brave. It was foolish. It was nearly fatal. A dragon trait, unfortunately. That's when Siren made her choice. She chose people over power. She shut down half the relic's reach. Worlds suffered short-term chaos, but they were free. This pleased me, and then Orin spoke. He said only a few words, but they were the perfect ones. He severed the children's bond to the relic. The backlash nearly killed him. I moved then. I descended. The stars themselves dimmed. The relic trembled. I reminded it why my kind was created in the first place. It ceased to exist. The children survived. Barely. Lyrics learned fear. Kaya learned limits. Siren learned trust. And Orin learned he did not have to carry everything alone. Acceptable outcomes. I gathered them. I did not shout. That frightened them more. Power without humility, I said, is simply tyranny with better intentions. They listened, finally. They could have gone home, lived quietly. Instead, they chose to protect without controlling. Good children, years have passed. They grew. They changed. They remembered, which is rare. Lyrics no longer races storms. He guards borders, still dramatic, but still alive. Siren became a diplomat, feared for her unflinching honesty. I am proud. Kaya learned when not to burn. A miracle, truly. And Oren? Oren walks quiet paths unseen by most. He smiles more now. This pleases me greatly. Children believe power makes them gods. Adults learn that restraint makes them guardians. I loved them before the lesson. I love them more after it. And if the universe ever forgets that lesson again, I will remind it, gently or not. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more stories.